Today's guest knows her way around a yoga mat and a dumbbell rack. She is a yoga instructor, a certified personal trainer, and a freelance fitness writer who is all about making movement rewarding and fun. And today, she's going to be answering your fitness questions and giving us a look inside her gym bag. Please welcome our special guest, Emily Elise. Hello, Emily. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Where are you calling from today?
I am in Milwaukee, Wisconsin today.
Milwaukee. Okay. Well, thank you for calling in on this lovely Sunday morning. Okay, tell us a little bit about yourself and some of your fitness credentials.
Yes. So by day, I work in marketing, but by quote unquote night or very early morning, I am a personal trainer. I am currently a strength and conditioning coach at a local studio. And I also teach yoga on the regular too. Really love to help people get healthy and happy. And I've had these credentials since 2020 when I decided to make this plunge. I got registered to teach yoga though back in 2017 and have just really enjoyed connecting with people through fitness. It's something that I was personally passionate about, and now I like sharing it with others.
I love that. Connecting with people in fitness as well is so important. But then you also do a lot of fitness writing as well. What are some articles that you've written out there?
Yes. So I regularly contribute to Yahoo Health. So right now I actually just sent in an article all about cold plunging, so stay tuned for that. But have written everything about from best sunglasses to use while you run, to best sports sunscreens, to best supplements. So a lot of testing. Have written for a couple of other places too, which has been really fun because I get to test out a lot of these things and get to share that knowledge with other people.
I love that, especially when you get to experiment, but for the sake of your job, but it's like, ooh, I get to benefit from this as well. We love that. Well, we're going to get a little look at some of the content that you make, but also get to know a little bit more of your fitness credentials, because we're going to play a quick game of this or that with some of your own Instagram follow or your own Instagram content here. So let's take a look at this first one. So the first question I have for you, Emily, is when it comes to teaching, do you prefer teaching yoga or your strength classes?
Right now, strength classes, simply it's a little less to remember. When you're thinking about teaching a yoga flow, there's a lot going on.
Is there? Okay, I wouldn't think about that, but I guess that makes sense. So the strength is the move there. See, when I take my yoga class, it's almost like a dance routine that you have to learn. So you saying that actually does make a lot of sense. So coaching there. But now when it comes to your own personal fitness one, do you prefer running or biking when it comes to your own personal fitness?
Ooh, well, I used to be a very big runner. I'm just starting to dabble in it again, but I would say I love to hop on the bike. It's super fun, whether it's outdoor or indoor. I'm a big Peloton girly.
Oh, the Peloton. Okay, see, I was going to say like outdoor, indoor cycling, but the Peloton is where it's at in terms of all that. Okay, so love that one there. Our next one here is another outdoor activity. Do you prefer hiking in the mountains or surfing at the beach?
Oh my gosh, hiking 100%. I used to surf growing up. And I don't know what happened when I hit my 20s and 30s, but something freaked me out. So I am laughing at that photo because I was truly panicking in the water.
Why?
So
what happened?
Get me out of the water now.
What did you see? Not like any animals, did you?
I did see a couple of jellyfish and people got stung. And so that freaked me out. It was mostly the size of the waves. All of a sudden, I just became a real big baby about it.
Nope, I feel that. We did an episode of like our biggest fears, and my biggest fear, the technical term is thalassophobia, which is the fear of big water or drowning, because I am not an ocean person at all. But with your hiking, didn't you just do a huge trip hiking all throughout Europe? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes. So last summer, I went to Switzerland, France, and Italy and hiked through the Alps. It's a trail called the Tour de Mont Blanc. So I think it's 106 miles that we did in 10 days, which was absolutely crazy. The distance essentially, or the elevation adds up to being 3 times the height of Everest. So it was a crazy feat that I didn't think that I could do. And it was incredible. We met the best people along the way. And it's really hard to describe. No photo can do those views justice.
Yeah, that sounds like 105 miles more than I'm able to do, but proud of you, mind over matter, and I'm sure the views more than made up for it. Our last this or that actually won't be from your perspective, but I want to know, does Poppy prefer to go exercise in the snow or at the beach?
Poppy is a snow girl, and I am not. So we struggle there a little bit. She's also a little timid around the water. For being a golden retriever, you wouldn't think so. She sprints in the snow. She loves it.
She's in the right place being in Wisconsin where you do get those white winters at least. So Poppy's in the right place. And how old is Poppy now?
She is 2, and she's good. She's watching me do this right now.
Yay! She's like, Mommy's busy right now. She'll go play outside later in a little bit. Well, I love that. Well, that was just a little sneak peek at some of your content and some of your credentials. But we are going to take some questions from social media and get your opinion as a fitness expert. Now, there's no right or wrong answer, more of just like what you think going on out and about in the world. And if you guys are watching this live at home, comment down below any fitness questions you might have, and we'll see if we can get to them. But our first question is more of a trending thing. So trending on TikTok are flared workout pants, where there's a very popular brand called Oner, which was started by fitness influencer Chrissy Sella. So what I want to know is, how do you feel about flared workout pants?
So I do love a flared workout pant, but for walking casually, maybe walking Poppy, or for doing yoga, I cannot strength train in flared workout pants. Props to people that do. They're not working for me. But I do laugh. Everything just comes back around. Flares were popular when we were growing up.
Yes, I feel like they're like, we didn't see them for so many years because they just weren't as functional. And now we're seeing them trending on TikTok that it's like, all right, trends really do come back around again. But I agree. I'm like, to me, they're so flowy that I feel like I'm tripping over them and they're almost more of a distraction. So your opinion is, for some occasions, but not everything.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. Good to know. All right. Our next question comes from a social media viewer. So Maggie over on YouTube wants to know, what are your thoughts on Ozempic?
Ooh. So so first I'll preface it by, as a personal trainer, I can't comment on diet, nutrition, or I can't advise. I can give just general guidance. I think that is a personal choice for everyone. I definitely recommend that people start with a regular exercise routine, start to hydrate, really look at whole foods before exploring that with the guidance of a medical professional who is trained and can actually advise on your health journey.
I love that answer because Ozempic comes up a lot on our show where it's kind of like a, hey, you do you, like, you know, everybody their choice, but make sure you're doing it safely and in a way that's not just about vanity, but also holistic health. So I love that answer. And that's why we have a fitness expert on to tell us some of these things. All right, our next question. So fitness influencer Jen Selter went viral for her at-home lymphatic massage machine. This giant machine that we see in a lot of spas, she has one in her own living room. What are some other ways we can recover from a workout for us broke people that can't afford a giant machine in our living room?
My number one tip is foam rolling. It hurts like hell, and it is definitely, proven to work. It's really getting out all those little knots in your muscles, really hitting that fascia. It's something that I try to do every Sunday, so maybe that's something that you try to do starting into your week. I follow along sometimes videos. I kind of know where I want to target. It's not super pleasant, but it's working. So those can be pretty cheap. I also am like, hit up Facebook Marketplace. People are getting rid of them all the time. Other ways that you can recover: a really good bath with Epsom salt in the bath can help with muscles. Stretching can help with muscles. I laugh because a lot of people avoid stretching because they think, I'm not good at stretching, I'm not flexible. But the only way you can get more flexible is by stretching. So that's definitely something that I would recommend for recovery. And then taking rest days. A lot of people don't take rest days anymore, and those are so key. So today is actually my rest day. So definitely make sure that's part of your routine.
I love that. A nice Sunday recovery day for you in that sense. I love the foam rolling tip because in a way this machine is just a giant automatic foam roller. So clearly it shows all the benefits, but I have been struggling with my fascia recently. I'm in fascia recovery because it just got so frozen. And foam rolling, exactly what you say, it's not pleasant. It is painful, but it has been the key to my own personal recovery. So I'm glad you brought that one up because it's one of those things that like you kind of do begrudgingly, but it really is going to help with your recovery. So great answer there. All right, our next question. So fitness influencer Libby Christensen loves the Energize sports bra from Gymshark, whereas other fitness influencer Maisie Arias loves the Luxe sports bra from Adidas. Is there a brand that is your go-to for sports bras? What do you love?
Yes. Okay. So I have two answers, which is really not a good answer, but I just discovered a brand called LSKD. They're based in Australia. And I have absolutely loved all of their sports bras. They have so many different styles. So depending on what type of coverage or what type of impact you're looking for, I have found the best sports bras from them. They fit like a glove. They make you look snatched. Love them. I also am a true diehard for Lululemon sports bras too. The Energy sports bra specifically is fantastic. It holds everything and it's perfect for both low and high impact too. Their Align sports bras are really nice, but really if you're doing something low impact like yoga or Pilates, don't try to go on a run in one of those.
And that's so helpful to know because some sports bras are meant for certain activities and not others. And I learned that the hard way. I was like, this sports bra, I'm jingling everywhere, but it's because it was more for a low impact and less of a run a half marathon kind of thing. But you said KDX. What was that first brand you said?
It's LSKD.
LSKD.
I know it stands for something, and I am totally blanking. Not a great brand sponsor of them right now, but their stuff is fantastic. It's well worth the price. It's definitely on the pricier side, but I've found everything from there has lasted super well.
I love that. Well, thank you for those recommendations because social media wanted to know some of those things. But coming up next, we're going to be doing a segment that you'll lead telling us all about your gym bags.